Hello, I'm Dr. Sirisha and a warm welcome to you back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to present you with certain to-do list for managers to empower their employees. Because these days managing employees and trying to be an agreeable leader and giving that kind of a leadership is real-time challenge. Okay, and this is the list as proposed by the expert panel of Forbes Business Council. Okay, so let us see what they have to suggest, right, in order to empower the employees. First one, mentor the employees through their mistakes. Mentor the employees through their mistakes. That means, see, for mentoring them, for guiding them through their mistakes and to support them through their mistakes, to do that, the leaders or the managers in the first place have to accept that mistakes are inevitable. There is nothing wrong in committing a mistake. There is nothing wrong in making not so right decisions. And that is quite possible because we are all basically human beings and it is humanly natural to commit mistakes. That is the mindset which the leadership should possess in order to support their employees and make them empowered and feel resilient and get back to senses and get back to power they have while performing their job. Right? So before mentoring the employees and before supporting the employees, it is from the point of view of the leadership or the management to basically understand that making mistakes is very much human. Okay, and they have to they have to accept that fact and they have to mentor their employees through their mistakes. So this orientation makes the employees feel somewhat secured inside. They feel not offended. They feel they don't take a back seat while making decisions, taking some risks. Okay, so that is how you can make your employees feel empowered. Okay, and take a task and objective approach to the employees. Task and objective. It is not like the leadership or the management should come and dump all the work or all the job on the employee and ask him or her to perform. That is the old school of thought. Okay. Now what they have to suggest here is, in order to empower the employees, they have to take a task-based approach, not all at a one. Not all at once. Okay, they have to give tasks and very clear-cut, well-defined tasks and the relevant objectives that are to be met or that are to be achieved by performing those tasks. It is like one by one, step by step kind of an approach that is very much suggested in order to make them empowered. Okay, so you have to, like as a leader, as a business manager, you have to be very specific about the particular task that you are assigning to your employees, and also you have to be specific about what they are supposed to achieve. And their performance should be evaluated based on that particular task and the fulfillment of the objective, not wholesome or all at once kind of an approach. So this makes us, make those partitions. Okay, this is limited to this particular task. My performance, my evaluation is limited to this particular task. So this gives them a feeling of, yes, I have another chance, one more chance. Maybe I can prove next time or maybe I can do better. So that is how you can make your employees feel empowered. Okay, and listen to your employees. This is very important. Listening to them. Okay, listening to the employees to the extent that these days they are given the utmost priority, the employees, and their point of view is given and should be given the utmost priority. Employees are not just salary takers. They are much more than that to your organization. And if you really want to make them feel empowered, make them feel independent, fulfilled, and thereby if you want to achieve your organizational goals and objectives, then try to listen to them. Read between the lines what their mindset is, what their problems are, what they have to say. Some organizations these days are so much listening literally to their employees that they are making employees even part of the board decisions also, which is a very welcome measure, because employees' representation at the highest level is something the managements are doing, and that is how they are empowering their employees. Okay, and build strong relationships based on mutual trust. Mutual trust, that is very, very vital and very, very important these days. Okay, because employees are also, they also have lots and lots of opportunities. Today, the world is one open dais. It is one open arena where employees very easily can move to other job and grab other opportunities. So, in order to make them stick to you and your organization, you have to give that trust. You have to make them like, you have to treat the employees like partners, not as somebody down in the bottom, down the line. Okay, you have to make that mutual trust and mutual respect the order of the day. That way you can make them feel empowered and make them feel, fulfilled and, committed to your organization. Okay. Delegate problems, not tasks. This is very important approach. Delegate problems, not tasks. Do not micromanage them. Do not tell your employees what they have to do. Instead, you present them with a problem. Tell them this is the problem the organization is facing. Now, what suggestions or what solutions are you going to offer to solve this problem? So here, if you keenly observe, there is a big difference between asking them to do something and asking them to provide a solution for a problem. So, when you are asking your employees to provide a solution to the problem, you are empowering them. You are giving them that power to make decisions. You are giving them that, that feeling, that pride that they are the owners of that organization. They are not there just to perform tasks, but to make decisions, but to contribute to the organization, which is really empowering. That feeling gives them that we feeling, not I and you feeling. We, this organization is ours. I am here to make this organization run profitably, successfully. So I am the one who is going to offer a solution to the problem. And that is the approach which brings out all the kinds of creativity from your employees. Instead of just asking them to do something and instead of just assigning them tasks. That is not how you make your employees empowered, but instead, if you delegate the problem to the employees and if you ask them to come up with solutions, that is how, that is where the employees are going to give their best to the organization. Okay. Next, understand their personal values. Everybody has a personal set of values, personal ethics. And when the manager tries to, or the leader tries to understand the employees at that personal level, that gives the feeling of empowerment. For example, an employee may be very, he has a very personal value that nothing should pollute this world. And when you understand that employee's personal value, and when you try to convince him, or when you make him trust that this organization is nothing against the society, or it is not doing any harm to the society, then that employee may feel aligned with the organization. He may feel very committed to the organization. He may feel very empowered, very much valued, because his personal values and the organizational values are in line. Okay, so that is how you can do that. Now, let employees take charge of the tasks. Again, let employees take charge of the tasks. That means give them that decision making power. As a leader or as a manager, you don't take the decisions and you don't just ask them to do things. Give them that decision making power. Give them that authority. When the responsibility is duly aligned with authority, that is going to create wonders. Okay? And the next option, leverage on the situational leadership. Okay? Leaders are not made somewhere else. Okay, leaders are not born, leaders are not, they are not crafted and carved in some workshop or in some business school or in some college or a university. Okay, situations, they bring out the hidden leadership talent or the leadership qualities from the employees organically. That is what managements have to believe. That is how they can really empower. That is the trust they should place on the promising employees. And they have to provide them with the necessary coaching or the necessary, work environment, and leave the rest to them. Give them the authority. Make them responsible, of course. Also give them authority and just mentor them through their leadership skills. That makes them really feel empowered, and that brings out lots of organic leaders who can later go to higher positions. Okay, so that situational leadership and cashing on that situational leadership is something which is very empowering from the employee's point of view. Okay, also encourage problem solving. Problem solving. When the employees approach you, when the employees approach the managers with a problem, don't just listen to the problem and take the entire burden on yourself. Trust the employees and ask them to provide certain solutions. Okay, so this may be somewhat tough in the beginning. The employees may pull themselves back from approaching the managers with problems because the manager is putting the responsibility on the employee themselves. Okay, but if you can cultivate that culture, that if you can make them feel free to approach the manager with a problem and a suggestive solution. Okay, it is not compulsory that whatever the employee suggests is the perfect solution, but as a leader who is looking at empowering the employees, those leadership and that style of leadership should create that environment where problem solving is also very much part of the employee's profile or employee behavior. Okay, that kind of encouragement should be provided to the employee, where they are not just problem bringers or problem bringers, like they can also suggest a solution to the problem. Okay. Next, treat them like business owners. Very essential to-do thing in order to make them feel empowered. Okay. If you just treat them as employees, they are not going to give you their long-run loyalty. If you treat them as your co-owners or your partners, your equals, then that long-term commitment towards the organization, long-term loyalty towards the organization will be falling in place. Because, owner is always like, there is a whole lot of a difference, I think you can understand, between being just an employee and being an owner. Okay, so that makes them feel lot of empowerment, lot of trust and commitment towards the organization. And lighten up the workplace. Mostly managers, they feel they make the workplace a very tough place to work. Need not be like that. You can, as a manager, you can really try to lighten up the workplace, try to bring some fun part to the workplace, easy up. You can have some fun. Employees are allowed to have some fun. That is how a cordial environment or a work environment should be like. Not every time bombarding the employees with continuous meetings or that run hours together. That is not how you can run. Okay, you can have a very short, sweet meetings, crisp meetings, which may last only for a few minutes. Okay, to the point meetings. Or you can walk with your employees and talk. I mean, more an informal setting. Okay, so or you can have some small celebrations on and off. Okay, you can celebrate small occasions. You can celebrate the success of the employees, just to lighten up and to ease up the work environment and to make it more cordial and more a happy place to be working for. Okay, so these are a few things which, according to the expert panel of Forbes Business Council, they have proposed these things where you can really make the employees empowered. Okay, thank you.